Hey guys, it's Becca. I'm here with exercises for injuries. So, this is a kind of an interesting class today because we're going to be doing face yoga. Face yoga. What is face yoga? I know. So, if you're with me today, thank you for joining. What you'll need today is a little mirror. So grab yourself a little mirror if you're with me today. We're going to be Honestly, we're going to be looking at ourselves and observing in a way that maybe we haven't thought of before, and connecting this to our yoga practice. Now, our yoga practice can have many, many different facets. The one that we know best of all is our asana practice or our physical practice when we're on our mats and we're physically doing our practice. But within this practice, there are so many different facets. And one is just observation. We're acknowledging ourselves for who we are in this time and without being judgmental of ourselves and putting ourselves in a state where we can see ourselves in a non judgmental way and making observations about ourselves. Now, in face yoga, it's the same. If you're with me today, I hope we have a little bit of fun and a little bit of a giggle today. And I just want to put out there, I know that in our society today, that aging is something that we don't want to do. We want to avoid aging at all costs. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be the case. Um, you know, I'm in my 40s now, and I always thought when I was in my 40s it would be like a big deal and that I would be in middle age and going down and all that kind of thing. But you know what? I am so proud to be in my 40s because it means that I've lived this long. I'm giving myself a pat on the back. I'm sure you guys should give yourselves a pat on the back as well. You made it this far, and life can be tough and it has a lot of challenges. So be proud of your age, guys. Um, when we look at face yoga, we tend to think, okay, maybe we're gonna have a practice get rid of our wrinkles, and maybe this is gonna inspire you to look at yourself a little bit differently, and just making observances and little changes within your day that can help with that. So, in saying that, you ever see people walking down the street and they probably don't even know. We all do it, and we're gonna find this about ourselves today. But they're walking down the street, maybe they're in pain, maybe they're uncomfortable, maybe they're hot, and they're making this crazy face like or they're making a face of some sort, and you're thinking, what is that person thinking? What are they feeling right now? They're walking down the street and they're making this painful face. We all make faces. We do it. We do it because of our emotions, what we are feeling at the time. So when we make these faces, when our body kind of, does something because of an internal emotion, um, this is what yoga is. We are connecting the mind and the body, and they are very, very connected, guys. I know when I am feeling stressed or cold or anxious. Things happen physically, right? They do. What happens to you when you're stressed or anxious or physical? My shoulders, I don't know about yours, my shoulders go up. Sometimes I clench my jaw. Sometimes I make a face like this if I'm cold or if I'm in pain. Okay. My heart rate goes up. So what we're feeling emotionally or mentally has an impact on what we are doing physically, what our bodies are doing. And that is the same with our faces. Okay. Our faces are not exempt from that. So just think about it. When we are happy, we're smiling. So I want you guys to grab yourselves your mirrors, and I want you to picture something that makes you very happy. And I want you to give yourself the best smile you have into your mirror. Okay. So I'm going to smile at you guys because smiles are infectious. When you see someone smiling down the street or they smile at you, what do you have to do but smile back? So give yourselves a big smile right now. You know what? I can see your pictures up there and I see some smiling faces. So I'm going to smile back at you. Okay, so when I'm in this face, when I'm smiling, I am happy. I have no choice to but be happy when you're smiling. But if I look really close, and you guys can do this in your mirror as well, if I look really close, I am I see these wrinkles. Okay? That's happening. So what happens as we age and we smile a lot? Okay, look in your mirror and see where you notice where your face wrinkles when you smile. Okay, I've got little specks around my eyes. I've got things going around my face. So you might notice as you are older, if you are a smiler, those things are going to start to appear. Okay, and they're not going to go away. I- I'm not going to tell you not to smile. Smiling is the best medicine in the whole wide world, okay? However, when we make worried faces, so you might have heard the analogy if you look at someone and they have wrinkles all over their face, they look tired, they look weary. You say, you think to yourself, what happened in that person's life? They didn't age well, or, they have lots of worry lines. Worry lines are there because maybe we worry a lot. And if you are a worrier, I want you to take a good hard look in your mirror and I want you to worry about something. Okay? And if you are a worrier, it's not hard. You have lots of worries, okay? Now, people tend to look different when they worry, but you tend to notice it in the eyes around here a little bit more. So when I worry, I kind of make this, okay, on my forehead, these two little, see that? These two little 11, they call them 11s. And that's basically what I do when I worry. I feel it in my eyes. I feel tension. You can even get tension headaches from making this face a lot. And what we project outwards from our face, people notice. Okay, so we are projecting worry outside of us. So the point of today's class is, sorry, thirsty, is to acknowledge what we are projecting from our faces out in the world. And the more we do it, you may notice that lines start to form on your face. So we don't want to get rid of the smile lines because that is a very, very happy and amazing emotion that you never want to get rid of because of wrinkles around your eyes. What we can learn about ourselves today and in our practice is how to detach our emotions that we're feeling inside to letting go of stress and physical stuff that we're feeling on the outside. So, for instance, if we tend to have anxiety or worry a lot, and like I said before, shoulders can creep up around the ears. Maybe your shoulders roll in. Maybe you tend to look like this, or, whatever it is. So I want you to take a good look in the mirror and I want you to imagine something that you are anxious about or worrying about and how you would look if that were the case. So go ahead and make a worry face in your mirror and see where you have the lines. See what happens to your face when you are worrying, okay? Maybe you see it around the eyes, maybe you see it around here. Whatever the case, go ahead and take a look at that. And in a non-judgmental, purely observational lens. This is I want you to detach from everything and you're just observing yourself in a state. It is you. You're observing yourself in a non-attachment way. So I don't want you to feel frustrated with the face you made when you're worrying or ugly or anything like that. This is you. And the foremost thing I want you guys to remember that you are you. You make it, you don't have to change anything, but I want to give you some awareness of what you can be doing to when you are physically in anguish or in pain or worrying or happy or sad, what you're doing physically so that maybe you can relax the muscles around and give your body a little bit of a break. And that is same with your face. Okay, so I know now, because I've been practicing this a while, that when I am in physical pain or worry, my shoulders come up, my tummy clenches, my shoulders roll forward. Sometimes I make a face like this. These lines kind of come and I pull my face back. So now when I'm in this or physical state of pain or worry, I take 2 deep breaths and then I try to relax from the face down. So starting with the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth, the neck, the shoulders, okay? And this is just gonna relax the whole face and everything around. It's gonna slow down your heart rate. It's going to allow your breathing to become deeper and calmer. And therefore, you are able to relax the muscles around our faces. So imagine you're in pain all day. Imagine you have chronic anxiety. Imagine that you are always worrying or you're suffering from grief or sadness. These things are part of life, guys. And I don't want to take them away from you. These things we learn from. And as we age, we learn those lessons along the way. What we can do, however, is acknowledge those emotions and try to physically detach ourselves from them. So, letting go of stress physically, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the lips, and the shoulders. Okay. So you might have heard lots of things going around with face yoga where you're strengthening the muscles in your face. I looked at a few of these, and to be quite honest, when we're strengthening muscles or pulling things up when we smile, we are making more lines. So if I bring my eyebrows up, I'm strengthening in these muscles, but I am making more lines in more forehead. If I am pursing my lips, I'm making more lines in my lips and around here. All of those are strengthening in my face, but none are doing to relax. So I think we have more of a tendency to strengthen our face muscles than we do to relax our face muscles in the general population. General population feels a lot more emotion than it does feeling in a relaxed state. That's just how we are at the moment. So I want to challenge you to, whenever you are feeling that deep emotion of sadness, of grief, of worry, of anxiety, to look in the mirror and study in a purely observational way of what your face is doing and how you tend to use your face during those emotions, and see if you can relax. Because what does worrying do for us, guys? Ask yourself that. We tend to snowball our worries and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Um, sometimes we have to go through that to get to an answer or, work through something. But physically, we can train ourselves to, have those worries, have those acknowledgments, but relax our face and our shoulders and our tummies at the same time. So, another thing though, I want you to learn to relax in those times. Study your face. What do you do in those times when you are feeling those emotions? But also, as we age and as we get older, our neck muscles start to deteriorate, and that's when we get neck wrinkles and jowls and skin around the neck. So we can relax the neck. However, strengthening our neck is actually going to do wonders for pulling the skin up and you know, having a lot more strength and stability in our neck muscles, as well as keeping the tissues strong around to avoid those loose skin, jowls, wrinkles around the chest and neck. So, in lieu of trying to relax the face muscles when you can, apart from smiling, don't ever deter yourself from smiling, guys. We are going to start to strengthen the neck. And I'm going to give you a few neck strengthening exercises right now to keep our necks healthy and strong. And we're going to try to relax the face at the same time. Ready? All right. So first one, let's put our right hand on the side of our head. Might look at my left to you guys, but I think my camera is mirroring you. So I'm going to just press my right hand to the side of my head, sit up nice and tall. I'm going to draw my chin in just a little bit so it's not poking out and my neck is not floating forward. Okay, so I'm going to just keep my head in line with my sternum and my chin. And then I'm just going to start to press my head against my hand. Try not to clench the face at all. Keep the jaw relaxed, keep the eyes relaxed. And I'm just using my neck muscles here to push, 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 push. 3, 2, 1, and relax and shake it out. And we'll do that on the other side too. So relaxing the face, the mouth, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. Let the jaw go, guys. No clenching. And then we'll start to press, 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 press. Good. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. Same thing. Let's bring our hands to our forehead or one hand. I like to bring both hands to our forehead. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. Okay. So, we're not dropping the chin when we tuck it, but we're sending it back. Okay. So keeping the neck in line with the spine. And same thing, we're gonna press against our hands here. Strength, 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 strength. You can see those mastoid muscles working here in my neck. 3, 2, 1, and shake that out. And same thing with the back of your head, guys. So one more time, we're just gonna press our head against our hands, and we're pushing back this time. Keep breathing. Try to keep the face relaxed as you can. At 3, 2, 1. Good. And shake it out a little bit. One of my favorites here, because I tend to clench my jaw when I'm feeling stressed or anxious. Sometimes I feel like my jaw is hurting in the morning when I've had a bad night's sleep or I'm worrying about something. So relaxing the jaw, and I'm going to give you a couple techniques to relax the jaw here. So what we're going to do is just basically let our mouth drop open. Okay. And I want you to just put your hands on your jawbone there. Okay. If you bite down, you can feel it kind of articulate and clench there. And then allow the jaw to just drop loose. So your chin is just dropping loose. And then I want you to see if you can roll your eyes up, look up without making lines in the forehead. So dropping the jaw and then looking upwards. Good. And if you look in the mirror and you still see those lines, maybe just try to hold it down and look up. Okay. So we're just allowing the skin and the face to elongate and letting go of tension in the jaw. Another good one, because we're tending now to always look down, especially at devices and stuff. This can create kind of a jawline that's sagging or looks like it's we don't have that nice jaw line anymore. So I'm going to give you a couple techniques to strengthen through the jawline so that it feels really good as well to give you that nice defined jawline. So first of all, I'm going to make a face like I'm going to point my chin outwards like this. And my neck is going to come out a little bit as well like this. I know it looks funny, guys. You guys can laugh if you want. Okay. But it feels really good. You can feel that nice stretch all the way in through the neck and the jawline. And then we're going to move our head side to side so that we can feel it all the way up the neck as well. So go ahead and point your chin outwards, bringing your jaw out as far as you can. You can feel that nice stretch in through here. And then we're going to bring it up this way. And then you can feel all through the front of your neck. And come back the other way. Yeah, that feels really good. I hope you guys are doing this with me. So you begin to notice how tight your jaws are just from stress or that kind of thing here. Um, so just being aware, guys. Let's just put this in perspective. As we age, we tend to, look in the mirror and, think that we are not aging well, or, too many wrinkles, or we don't like ourselves. However, this is the age to love ourselves even more. We've been through so much. We're still here. The challenges in life that we've been through, we have felt that emotionally, physically, mentally. So give yourself some credit. If you do have deep lines on your face, it's because you lived, okay? And that's what life is about. We want to live. I am giving you just another perspective on how, when we do feel those deep emotions, how we can manage ourselves physically and what we are portraying to the world. Now, another exercise you can do is record yourself talking. And this is so hard. I know, this is so hard to see yourself just having a conversation and speaking. But as you do that, as you replay it, you might find little tendencies that you do as you are speaking that you may not even recognize that you do. So maybe it's pursing your lips when you speak, or maybe it's drawing your cheeks back, or maybe it's squinting your eyes, or maybe it's doing this. So little tendencies when we speak can also have a factor on where we see wrinkles in our face. So just acknowledging, being aware and present. So look at yourself, guys. It's okay. It's you. Look at yourself and make non-judgmental observations. Look at yourself in an purely observational way and try to detach from what you think of yourself emotionally. So, just looking at, oh yeah, when I speak, I do this. Or maybe I crinkle my nose, and that's why I have lines there. And that is you. But I'm giving you a different perspective and how you see yourself, and how you manage yourself physically when we are emotionally challenged or threatened. Um, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it gives you a little bit of some inspiration to, see yourself in a different light as you age, and why you do have the lines on your face that you do. Um, However, there is a few things also that you can use to help your skin remain healthy and glowing. Hydration. Okay? Drink lots of water, guys. Get hydrated. Moisturizer. When we make those lines on our face and our skin is dry, they're going to stay there a lot longer. I promise you. When our skin is moisturized and our skin and our body is hydrated, it has the ability and to retract to where it was before. So hydration, moisturize, wearing sunscreen. So if you go outside and you're squinting in the sun, you're going to get these lines around your eyes that the skin has, and the skin is going to be parched with hydration as well. So all of those things, guys, taking your vitamins, eating nutritiously, those are going to help. And loving yourself. Please, please give yourself a pat on the back and love yourself. Be grateful for every day in this life that you have. Find some gratitude. Awesome, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. All right, give yourself a smile, pat on the back, and maybe go look in the mirror and observe what's going on with your face and why. And if you want to change it, fine. If not, that's fine too. All right, take care, guys.